Good afternoon, Cardinals, and welcome to this week's broadcast. It's 12:30 p.m., Thursday, October 25th, 2018. I'm Sarah Tanner.
And I'm Jennifer Torres.
2 weeks ago, gunfire opened outside of a popular LGBTQ bar down the street from our very own university. Michelle Krieger has the story.
Shots fired outside a group of bars on Main had patrons scrambling for cover.
Our innate reaction was to cower down immediately, and they were so loud that it was unmistakably, you knew it was gunshots.
Late Saturday, October 13th, an altercation outside a taco truck inside the Pegasus resulted in a drive-by shooting. The suspect opened fire into the crowd after being kicked out of the establishment only yards away from Ledesma. Patrons rushed inside the surrounding bars looking to take cover.
When we enter into the bar, everyone is in complete chaos because the scariest part is that we don't know what is happening.
The shooting is not being ruled a hate crime, and the suspected shooter is in custody. In a society where this is a common occurrence, it is important to know what to do in this type of situation.
Take cover as soon as possible. It's better to put something between you and the shooter than just to start running head on to an exit.
It is important to have a plan in place because you never know when this can happen.
Call first responders. The more calls, the better, because we can locate them faster, but only if you're at a safe place. Also, don't carry your belongings with you. Leave them where they are.
There are many resources offered to help you prepare for these emergency situations. For more information, visit ready.gov. This is Michelle Krieger for UIWtv.
It's estimated that 1 in 8 women and up to 2,000 men are diagnosed every year with breast cancer. We go to Emily Allen, who has some helpful tips on how to keep up to date with your health status.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but women should be aware of this life-threatening disease all year round. Breast cancer has an incident rate of 12%, meaning that 1 in 8 American women will be diagnosed with the disease at some point in their lifetime. Women who have a family history of breast cancer are at a higher risk and should be extra vigilant. Being educated on how to perform monthly breast exams, as well as knowing the signs and symptoms to look for, could save your life.
Some signs that a woman might find are a change in her breast. She might notice a lump that wasn't there before. That doesn't go away. It stays, it persists, and maybe it even gets larger.
Some other warning signs may include dimpling of the surrounding skin, redness, and abnormal tenderness. If you encounter any suspicious findings, do not panic. Instead, schedule an appointment with your physician.
Our death rates are dropping because of early detection. They need to be aware of their own bodies, and when there's changes, seek help from a healthcare professional.
You are your own best advocate. Protect your health by having routine physicals, eating a balanced diet, and documenting your family's health history. For UIWtv, I'm Emily Allen.
iGrad is a resource that allows students and their families help manage financial habits toward alleviating debt. Here's Maritza Garcia with more on iGrad.
The biggest worry every college student has is money.
Is a financial literacy platform. The program is for free and it's available to all UIW students and their families as well as faculty. You can access the iGrad financial wellness tool from the MyWord portal.
With the help from UIW's Financial Aid Office, students can sign up for iGrad to build a personalized plan for improvement in money management, career, and student loan skills.
Well, one thing that this program has done to help students is build financial habits. It also offers a lot of content on the website, such as videos, articles, there's a blog, there's also some tools out there, such as a scholarship tool. So if you're trying to find scholarship opportunities for yourself, there's also a job database tool. So if you're looking for a career or a job, there's information available for that. There's also a student loan tracker. So for those students who do have federal student loans and maybe want to track their student loan debt and determine how much they've borrowed so far, there is a tool out there available for them.
By accessing iGrad, students will be ready to tackle life after school in no time. For UIWtv, I'm Maritza Garcia.
The UIW Sustainability Club wants you to know that the community gardens are here for you. Right now in the gardens, several different varieties of produce are thriving. The Sustainability Club has been maintaining the gardens every first and third Friday to encourage students to come out and join them. Volunteer hours are given and any produce picked in the garden are yours to keep.
The Sustainability Club is an initiative that's in charge of making UIW a greener place. So anything that includes the 3 R's, recycle, reduce, and reuse, we try to employ into our club.
Stay tuned for UIWtv Entertainment after this message.
My name is Blake. I received a heart transplant when I was 2 weeks old. I play defense for the Red Hot Tornadoes. The best part about playing soccer is that I get to run around and have fun. Just because I had a heart transplant, I don't expect people to take it easy on me. I can still do anything they can do. Sometimes my heart starts pounding like faster and faster as I go. I know I have someone else's heart inside me. It makes me feel happy because someone was generous enough to give me a second chance to live. I feel like it's my responsibility to live each day to the fullest. And the thing I look forward to the most is having my own family.
This gift of life was made possible by an organ donor. Imagine what you could make possible. Learn more and sign up as an organ, eye, and tissue donor. Go to organdonor.gov.
Hey Cardinals, and welcome to UIWtv Entertainment, where we keep you updated on what's happening on campus and in the San Antonio area. I'm your host, Amy Schneider. During the spooky season, everyone has their own way to celebrate. Some of us dress up, host a scary movie marathon, or go to a haunted house. But if you aren't into that kind of thing, there are other ways you can celebrate. Here's Brianna Medina with more on the story.
If you haven't had the chance to pick out a pumpkin yet, now is the season to find your perfect patch. We took the time to go visit one ourselves.
It's my first time coming here to this one. We've been to like other pumpkin patches, but this is the first one that we've been to. So far, we played with the goats and one bit my finger, so that was fun. We looked at some pumpkins over there, pretty cool. They have like slides and stuff. I think we're a little too big for the slides, but
if the slides don't work out for you, there are many different activities, including tetherball, face painting, and listening to a live band.
It's a full band, bass player, guitar, drums. We're going to be playing a lot of original music, but also a lot of covers, a lot of kind of old country covers and folk music, that kind of thing. A little bit of rock and roll mixed in. So yeah, it's going to be nice.
October is ending soon. However, pumpkin season is not. The pumpkin patch will be around until the end of November, so visit your local pumpkin patch. For UIWtv, I'm Brianna Medina.
Thank you, Brianna. That looks spooktacular. With Halloween around the corner, we get closer to that night where we get to dress up and become whoever or whatever we want. UIWtv would like to be a part of your tradition, so send us your favorite or current Halloween costume for a chance to be featured on our broadcast. Now, let's move on to something that's not as scary. Our UIW art department held their first senior art show opening of the semester. Art major Michael Carnes presented Through the Looking Glass, an art collection that explores a man's sexuality while putting emphasis and making fun of modern politics. Carnes is the only undergraduate student to have a solo show in the gallery so far. The show will be on display until Friday, November 16th at the Kelso Art Center. This gallery is free to everyone, so take a study break and check out some interesting art. Speaking of study breaks, if you're into live music performances, making new friends, and creating memories, then you're going to want to be a part of this upcoming event in San Antonio. Here's our entertainment director with more information.
Hola chicos, my name is Nani, your entertainment director, bringing you the latest on entertainment. I'm here to tell you about one of the most amazing and funnest events in San Antonio.
El Mala Luna Music Fest.
En serio, ¿qué haces aquí? Tanta mala vibra nada. I'm working, so por favor. Gracias. The Mala Luna Music Fest is a 2-day event of pura música, entertainment, and good vibes. If you're thinking about getting your tickets and haven't bought them yet,
¿Qué estás haciendo? O sea, es ahora,
like
what
now,
she said. Vaya, compre.
What are
Now.
you waiting for? The lineup this year is fire. We got Cardi B, Nicki Jam.
Nicki Jam. ¿Qué? Mi novio viene.
¡Qué bochorno! How
hello, ahora sí me voy a poner
embarrassing. Can you
regia,
please
you know
let
what
me
I'm
work?
saying?
Por favor. Can we start all over, please? Thank you. We got Cardi B, Nicki Jam, Becky G, Tyler the Creator, Lil Pump, and so much more. Still not convinced? Well, let me tell you that 2 new artists got confirmed to perform. 2 Chainz and Young Thug.
2 Chainz.
En serio, dale para allá. So what are you waiting for? Go to malaluna.com and get your tickets for this upcoming October 27th and 28th.
The Malaluna Music Festival sounds incredible. If you're dying to know the schedule for Saturday and Sunday, you can check out the lineup on our Instagram at UIWtv, or you can go to Malaluna Fest to also see a map of the venue. So don't miss out on this stellar event. Plus, Cardi B is going to be there. Who wouldn't want to see her? Well, Cardinals, that is all the entertainment I have for you today. I hope you guys have a safe and fun Halloween. Stay tuned for UIWtv en Español. For UIWtv Entertainment, I'm your host, Amy Schneider.
A promise was made. A promise that hit the beaches of Normandy. A covenant that split the skies over Berlin. A vow that captured Iwo Jima. A promise was made. A solemn oath that liberated Seoul. A sacred trust that defended Khe-Sanh. A pact that dug in Da Nang. A contract that weathered Tet. A promise was made. A pledge that stormed the desert in Iraq. A bond that patrolled door to door in Fallujah. An IOU that braved IEDs in Kandahar. A promise was made to America's veterans. A promise we all must keep. DAV fights for all veterans and their families so they get the health care, financial benefits, and support they earned. If you're a veteran who needs help or you'd like to help us keep the promise, visit DAV.org.
Todos los años, miles de personas en los Estados Unidos se contagian con la influenza. Hoy nos visita Jacob Martínez, estudiante de nuestra universidad, que va a hablar sobre esta enfermedad. Jacob, bienvenido.
Hola María José, muchas gracias por la invitación.
¿Qué es la influenza?
Conocida también como el flu o la gripe, es una enfermedad contagiosa causada por el virus de la influenza. Por lo general, el contagio ocurre cuando una persona infectada tose o estornuda, propagando el virus a otras personas y superficies con las gotitas que salen de su boca. En algunos casos, la influenza puede causar la muerte.
¿Cuáles son los síntomas de la influenza?
Algunos de los síntomas de la influenza o el flu son dolores de garganta, tos, estornudos, congestión nasal, dolores en el cuerpo, debilidad y cansancio. En ocasiones puede que cause fiebre, vómitos y diarrea.
¿Cómo se previene la influenza?
Es importante vacunarse contra la influenza o el flu cada año, especialmente en el mes de octubre o lo más pronto posible. Si le da el flu después de vacunarse, los síntomas tienden a ser menos serios. No debe tocarse los ojos, la nariz ni la boca con las manos sucias. Se recomienda lavarse las manos con agua tibia y jabón. Además, evite acercarse a personas que tienen el flu y si tiene el flu, tome sus medicamentos, descanse y use una mascarilla o cúbrase la boca al toser.
¿Quiénes deben vacunarse contra la influenza?
Todas las personas mayores de 6 meses, las mujeres embarazadas, las personas mayores de 65 años y las personas con asma, diabetes y otras enfermedades deben vacunarse, pues sus riesgos es más alto de tener complicaciones. Health Services en la universidad ofrece la vacuna.
Muchas gracias, Jacob. Esto es todo por hoy. Hasta la próxima.
To the Rundown, where we give you all the latest UIW sports news. For the first time in its 10-year history, UIW football won against a ranked opponent on Saturday night with a 45-17 win over number 6 McNeese on national television at Benson Stadium. UIW came out of the gate strong after Malik Phillip intercepted a McNeese pass in the game's second play. Quarterback John Complant marched the Cardinals 50 yards in 6 plays to take a 7-0 lead. Lamont Johnson had 2 receptions. The second was a leaping 14-yarder set up by Philip Baptiste's 20-yard touchdown catch in the left corner of the end zone. In the second half, taking over at 3 at their own 45-yard line after a favorable exchange of punts, highlighted by a 66-yard boot by freshman David Balcom. UIW put together a drive that led to Cody Seidel's 35-yard field goal. The drive was kept alive by another 4th down and 1 conversion and a 4-yard drive by Raquan Dickens. With 2 more touchdowns in the rest of the half, the game was as good as done, with UIW taking the win. This win moved UIW into a 3-way first-place tie in the Southland Conference, with a 4-1 record tied with McNeese and Central Arkansas. Come on down to our next game November 3rd against Sam Houston State for our homecoming and military appreciation game. Show your support for the Cards and our nation's troop. The University of the Incarnate Word men's soccer team ended its 2018 home season with a 3-1 win over Cali State Bakersfield on Sunday afternoon at Benson Stadium. The first half, the Cardinal led the offensive attack with 10 shots. While UIW ended the half with 2 goals, CSUB came into the second half with a refreshed offense, accumulating 9 shots in the period. Ultimately, UIW successfully scored another goal, making the final score 3-1. The UIW men's soccer team rest of the season will be away, but you can keep up to update with all your sport news online at uiwcardinals.com. Continuing our coverage for the synchronized swimming team, Sarah Tanner returned to the natatorium to get more information on the team's upcoming fundraiser for the Nationals.
UIW's synchronized swimming team is rehearsing for their annual water show fundraiser. This year, the team will put a twist on the classic Disney tale, The Little Mermaid.
This year we're doing The Little Mermaid. It's going to be Saturday and Sunday, October 27th and 28th at 4:30 here on campus.
Audiences from the San Antonio area and beyond are invited to see Ariel, Prince Eric, and King Triton in an up-close performance like none other.
We've got Ariel with red hair and a witchy Ursula and a crab and acting and synchro and props, and it's going to be a lot of fun for the whole family.
Although UIW Synchro is a university-sponsored athletic team, they still are in need of additional travel funds to compete against teams from around the country. This year, the team will be hosting U.S. Collegiate National Championships here in San Antonio, so this show is a sneak peek opportunity to see your Cardinals in action. Reporting from under the sea, I'm Sarah Tanner from UIWtv.
This week, Athlete of the Week is none other than the co-captain of the UIW cheer team. We go to Aaron Chavez with more on this inspirational athlete.
This is Janella Rubio.
I have been cheering since I was 2 years old. I just developed into all-star cheer, and then I went into high school and so forth. It doesn't look hard, like just standing and cheering on the side, but it actually does take a lot. And your body aches probably just as much as it would if you were playing like basketball or volleyball or something.
No Cardinal athletic experience is complete without the cheer team, led by Janella and her co-captain, Armando Zuniga. In only her second year at UIW, her diligent work ethic allowed her the chance to fill this highly competitive leadership role. As a government major, Rubio hopes to graduate in 2020.
Growing up, I was in other sports as well and other organizations throughout high school, so being able to come to college and just do cheer and school is pretty easy. I just have to manage my time, know when to do homework, know when to go to school, don't miss a class, because then if I do, then I'll go to bed, because we wake up at 5 every other day of the week, so I need to be able to do all that. But it's pretty easy, it's not that bad.
Whether it's acting as an anchor for the team or contributing to crowd morale, Janella always strives to exemplify the university mission, and that will be integral as this year's team is planning to go places they haven't gone in a long time.
Last season, competition wasn't really an option, but this year that was the first thing that we had on our minds, especially after Armando and I were named captains, or however you want to say it. So we really are striving to get to Daytona, Florida for the Collegiate Nationals, and I know it's on my bucket list. Like, even just to go watch would be pretty cool, but if we compete and we're able to get some kind of placement in our category, I think that would be really good for the school because they haven't gone since, I believe, maybe 4 years ago.
This year's team has a lot of hard work ahead of them, but it seems like the team and their captains are up for that challenge. For UIWtv, I'm Aaron Chavez.
Thanks for joining me for the Rundown, Cardinal fans. I'm Sultan El Maglouth. Stay tuned for more after this brief message.
9 out of 10 of us say we want to die at home. But for a third of us, this is the last place we'll see. If you had just months to live, where would you want to be? Willie wanted to enjoy her great-great-great-grandchildren. She chose hospice. See what's possible at momentsoflife.org.
Earlier on our show, we asked you to send in pictures of your favorite Halloween costume from the past or what you're going to be this Halloween. And here's some pictures from our viewers.
Here is our very own program director, Isis, as a princess, our news director, Aaron, in the middle as a little devil, and our viewer from Houston, Texas, Michael, and his co-workers as the Sanderson sisters. It's really amazing to see how creative people can get, especially during Halloween.
I agree. Thanks for tuning in to our broadcast this week. Keep up with what's going on at UIWtv by following us on Twitter and Instagram and liking us on Facebook. Make sure to tune in 2 weeks from now for the latest news from on and off campus. I'm Sarah Tanner.
And I'm Jennifer Torres. Thank you for watching and be kind to one another.
Yeah,